Hey guys, I'm good, James here, and I am back with another episode of That One World. And I just want to address something before we start the episode. I saw the news episode. I People think I didn't kill the Wither. Episode 10 is called Revenge and Redemption. Um, Hold on. I'll be right back. As you can see around me, I finally terraformed the giant mountain that was the goal in episode 5, but it was completed. That's a good thing. Right now I'll show a bit of a before, middle, and now after. There we go. See? And this whole mountain took me a long time. The reason why there is no replay footage is because it was way too long and way too many different days to even like start doing like the editing in a replay mod, so I kind of just gave up. But I have the proof over here. All this is filled with a bunch of stone and dirt, and there is no noise because I forgot to turn that on. Let me go do that for a quick second. I'm gonna go with 100. Maybe that's a bit too loud, but okay. See? Oh yeah, I'm rich in coal and I'm rich in coal now, so I don't with my fortune. Oh, cool. With my fortune pick, I can now just mine all this coal. Don't have to worry about fuel for a while. So that's a good thing. So it's been a while since I've recorded on here or done any work because I feel like all my work should be done on camera other than the mountain. Well, any big things. But one thing I have done off camera, which was a small, simple task, was regain my sheep. I I don't think this is every color sheep. I think I'm missing magenta, and I think there is another color, but I'm not sure what color I'm missing. That's gonna haunt me. But anyways, yeah. So I had to breed and recolor a lot of these sheep because for some reason, when I was originally working on the mountain, a lot of these guys just despawned randomly. I don't know why they despawned. If there's anyone that might know of why they all despawned, let me know. But they're all back now, so that's a good thing. Alright, this is how rusty I feel like since I've been on here. Like it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a lot for not being on here to me. Anyways, so if oh, wrong button. If you guys remember, the whole point in terraforming this mountain was for me to expand the village here and make it into like a city and or a town. I already have a design set up for the middle over here that and well yeah, for the middle here for like the main town hall other than the middle area where they always meet, which is there. For the plan for this for to be a town hall, I have plans for it to extend to this side of the mountain, maybe a little bit on these hills possibly, and I'm still thinking, depending on how many builds I make, it might expand into this forest, which will mean I have to do some deforestation. But first, I need to make a plan. While I already have a design right there, and I want to do stuff there, and in the village itself, I am not fully sure what it's gonna look like. I haven't gone into any creative world to make like to already have built everything up and be like, oh hey, this is what's gonna look like. I'm basically gonna like free-handed, kind of like with the Iron Golem Spa, the farmer's house, and then the mine. Um, a lot of these buildings are going to be there just to look good, and a lot of these will actually have like something to do, like these two. Um, oh, like I won't explain, but this, and whatever in that box. If you got, I think I've shown what's in the box in other videos, but whatever's in that box are connected. But I won't get to it this episode because I'm gonna need honey because it involves a little bit of copper. Even though it involves like a tiny bit of copper, I need honey to wax. And over there, I have one beehive, just one. So I need to figure things out. So right here, I already have a board where we're gonna be kind of making plans, kind of like this, going this way almost. So the final step is to make the town slash city. There we go. That's the final step. Our first step, I'm just going to call this step 1, finish the Wither arc, which was not supposed to be all 10 episodes. I guess you could say it's from like episode 5 to episode 10. I believe episode 5 is the Withering Away episode. Not fully sure, but we finished that step. Finished the Wither arc. So next is, let's see, step 2. Tear dome the, I can't type, jeez. The village. Gotta tear down the village. Step 3. Let's see. Honey farm. And step 4 will be, since this is going to be important for like, see, these guys are going to be important to build like the outline of things. But so far, this is the plan. We already finished this. We need to tear down the village, which, yeah, we need to tear down the village, which means just taking out like the house, the top of the houses. I'm probably going to keep the floor bits, just so I have an idea of like where they were to begin with. And yeah, and then we need to make some honey, a honey farm, for if we need copper, and some wool, so they could be used as like our scaffolding. But yeah, I guess first we'll go ahead and tear down the village in a nice old time lapse. So yeah, let's go do that. And that's the end of the time lapse. Welcome back. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see, we tear down everything. In the time lapse, I also put some path blocks down so I can remember the shape in case I regret taking down a house and feel like it would be better if it stayed. But yeah. Oh, and the villagers. So I also had to move all their beds into what I'm gonna call the temporary villager bunker. It's not even protected. I mean, is it? Oh, let me just do that thing. The reason why I didn't get rid of this house though is because I have plans for this. Not sure what they are yet, but I have plans. Plus I didn't want to I didn't want to take down the Nether portal and have it out in the open. Now that all this is done, we can start working on both the honey farm and sheep farm. And I've already thought about it. So we want this whole area to be a town, but I also want to kind of have like this area be like our beginner farms and like storage system, you know? So since we're doing sheep, wool and honey, I thought like for the sheep farm at least, it would actually be a bed shop, and I would have it right here. The area is already kind of cleared up, and I feel like it would just be so perfect right here. So basically, the bed shop would just will be right here. I'll have a bunch of beds plastered around the area, and then have like a little basement under here where it's the actual sheep farm. I could have, I mean, I wanted to. I already did some testing, and it would the building that I thought like the perimeter and everything would not work with the with all the colors. It would just be too bulky and not look right to me. Um, but I also thought like, okay, well, this is going to be a town city. I imagine since spawn is over there, people are going to be coming over through here. And, you know, of course, if they're like brand new to the world or something, or moving in the town, they could quickly go over and buy a bed. But for honey, not a lot of people use honey. I don't think a lot of people use honey. So I thought, looking at other cities, what do you do with the produce stuff? It goes into a supermarket, but other than that, probably will have one more up here. But other than that, this is going to be our honey farm of both honeycombs and honey blocks. Um, so I thought about it. Maybe in the future, I'm going to have like this farm set up over here. Maybe like up here, some kind of beekeeper reserve, or I'm not fully sure, but I want like this area to be like nice and friendly for the animals. And I thought, you know what? Farmers have to make a living. So let's make it like a nice, easy trip for the farmers that would like live around here. And that way they come over here and they sell their honey. I mean, it's not a lot of traction, but it's like an easy and quick place to get back home to. And the idea of the shop is going to look like a giant honey pot. So I feel like having that off to the side will not be that much of an eyesore. And I say that even though I'm the one making it. Um, all I have to do now is just fill this in and take down that tree. Um, we are gonna make the shops, but I want to make the honey block farm first because the design idea that I have for the pot needs honey blocks. So, and also the way to get up and down needs honey blocks because I thought about that a lot too. Um, it's kind of hard to imagine right now, but this is gonna be fun. But first, let me just go grab the materials. And we have all our materials now. So in this chest, as you can see, we have every bit of material we need. There are gonna be 14 chests. I just already placed them in the area I want them to be at. So this farm isn't designed by me. It's designed by CubFan135. And it's just an easy honey block farm. Obviously, there is a link in the description, so that will explain Cub fan will explain it a bit more if you want to watch it. I'll do some explanation, probably not. Um, but yeah, so instead of a time lapse, since this is actually kind of small, we're just gonna do like a quiet build, like a quiet just placing blocks down, um, and see how that goes, honestly. But because I want to say, because in this episode, we are gonna also be building both shops, um, for honey and sheep. So yeah, let's go. Let's just grab this. Let's just grab these and start. So, if you guys remember, I said that I want to do the shop in this video, which that still is intended, even if this is a bit longer. But I need to wait for the honey blocks to start going, and so far, this is gonna take a little while. I need a lot of honey blocks for this, so while we let this run, I say we go ahead and go to the sheep farm. Okay, so I already dug out like the perimeter that I want. Each corner is designated by the path block. Um, well, more of like inside the path block. So it's like the border, and then inside is what I'm working with. I should probably do this. Okay. So very good. This will be our floor. So, well, we have to dig all this out. So this will be our floor though. And next we would have the entirety of the sheep farm. I need to make sure there is a two air blocks on top, then then glass, then observer, then and then air, two air, a glass, observer, grass, minecart, and then about 4 hoppers. So I need to dig this out by 10, maybe 12, just to be safe. So I'm just gonna turn around. And this pit is all done. Let's do this. Okay. So as you can see, this is down here is where we're gonna be having our, our wool storage. Where that cobblestone is, that's gonna be the floor of this store. The only thing is like this whole thing. This is the system for the sheep. I think I did this maybe a little bit wrong. So what this is that these two cobblestone are the glass. Um, these actually this could be shifted down because now that I'm looking at it, it's just bothering me. All right. Oh yeah, that part is where like the observer would go, but now hold on. So if I have it like this, okay. So think about this. So this thing is the glass. This is the hopper mine cart and an actual hopper, which will go into 3 double chests. This looks good, but I also see like I have a very small space. So hold on, I grab some of this. I know there's 16 in total. How is this gonna look if I do it like this? So let's... Okay, I mean, I don't know how to feel. I don't think this looks that great. Because for 16, there's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. There'll be 5 over here, so that's 10. But then when I look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, not even 5. I can't even do 15. It'll be a total of 14 over here. I guess here I could have 15, 16. But this seems... I don't know about you guys, but this seems a bit too big. At least here, this looks a bit too much for what I am planning. Maybe... Plus, it will cover up this ladder. That's one big problem. So right now it's night, so I need to sleep for the sun, but I feel like in order for me to like get a good idea of what to do here, I'm gonna have to build the shop because just to see, because I had the shop in my head with the design, yeah. And I feel like I need to see what it like what it looks like in a full, so that way I can try to condense this down, because I don't know, something's off. And also I believe we're starting to run out of time, so you know, because I ramble a lot. So let's go into, so you know what, yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll go into a time lapse. We'll build both the sheep farm and the honey farm. All right, sounds good. Okay, so let's go into the time lapse. And we are finally done. So let's take a look at the shop so far. So, well, hold on. As you can see, this is supposed to be a giant honey jar with some honey dripping down. I've never made a honey jar before. I just saw a bunch of like actual pictures of honey jars and tried to do a circle. So I hope this looks good. Let me know in the comments. I need to get some banners to spell it like honey on the side right here. But first off, boom. So when you walk into this shop, you can see like the bees working. And then you can also come here and get some honey, well, honey blocks. The one thing I've noticed about this farm is like there are 3 bees in there, 3 bees in there, and it's still slow. Like I could get 24 honey blocks if I AFK for like a day and a half. So it's very slow. And of course they only come out during the day, not at night, so it's kind of even worse. But let's go downstairs because I made like a little downstairs area. I might push this back. So this is a normal honeycomb honey bottle farm. This is no crafters involved or anything, just the normal stuff that is all behind here. Um, I thought I had a good idea for this, but now that I'm kind of looking at it, I'm considering pushing it back by one. Um, let me get because the wall's like this, and then it'll be different colors over here. I do like the idea of the leaves against the wall, but like the glass being here kind of disturbs me. But I do know that this is doing way better. Look at this. If these were bottles, I feel like I'm not sure. This only does good because I believe there's like 3 for each one. I'd be getting a lot of bottles actually if I was doing this, but then I would have to keep on refilling back there. That's the only problem. So yeah, okay, now see with that kind of thinking, yeah, it's kind of hard. But now we have a bunch of honeycomb, um, and down here I kind of want to decorate this, like up there, I want it to be like filled with honey, so honeycombs might be the flooring up there. Down here I want it to be all like nice and greenery, you know, something for that doesn't look like the bees are kept in captivity, you know? Um, but yeah. Oh, and also I have the honey water elevators, which I do have to improve on a little. Oh, and then this is a powder snow block. So for me falling. Here's a weird thing. You would think, because I have a lot of stone. Let me just do that. See, that kind of goes down real fast, but when I go next to it, it's a very slow. It's just very slow. I thought it would like just quickly pull you down, but I'm assuming because it's honey, it's like saving you from falling. I'm not sure. But I assume the other way around. So, yeah, this is the honey. So that's all the honey farm and honey shop. And honestly, to me, it just looks perfect where it is. Once we get some more buildings set up around here and up there, this still might even look out of place, but I don't think anyone's gonna really pay attention to the giant honey bottle. So this is the wool farm slash bed shop. And yes, I said bed shop because I don't know any stores in real life that actually sell wool. Maybe yarn, but yarn with a bunch of other art things. And with the shape of the inside, I'm like, yeah, this could be a bed shop. This could definitely be like a nice little like bed bed kiosk type thing. Um, I don't have the flooring out yet, but I do have pretty much a sheep farm set up. So, you know, I have the hoppers. I just need to put the glass and sheep in here and fill this entire floor with grass. Um, yeah, fill the entire floor with grass. Maybe like the center, I would fill it up with something else. I'm not sure. Maybe like a mix of glowstone, possibly. Oh, we're in the back. So, can I get... Okay, so here we go. So, around here, as you can see, so all this... So each area will have its color-coded sheep. This is pretty much the best I can do with the wool, I feel like. I feel like this is the best you can do with, like, the space I gave myself. I haven't put any sheep yet, because I want you guys to be there to watch the suffering, because I know it's going to be suffering. So, we're going to try getting all the sheep up here, over here, and hope that this thing works. Hopefully, this doesn't drive me crazy. I also had to, like, I also did do the 3 layers, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna need I need the wool so that way I could do like the scaffolding of builds I want to do in the future instead of doing like and instead of doing them in creative and then jumping into survival. Um, I'm hoping for the best. But yeah. So there's wool underneath, a white block because I didn't know how to like really correspond the different things. But it should be pretty obvious what color goes here, and we're probably not gonna see this again. Um, so yeah. Alright, so I have this nice little tower with this little arc in hopes that we can kind of dangle the sheep out. They might take some hearts of damage, but hopefully not die. So let's try let's get all you cyan guys. Or actually, hmm. I believe it's white, pink, and light gray on the sides, so those are gonna wait. So I believe you guys. Let's do it in an order. Let's get you light gray sheep. Okay. I'm gonna go up. And then I'm gonna... Okay, it's 1. That's 2. Come on. That's 3. Okay, well, it's starting to get dark. But let's try taking these guys over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to need some wheat in case I do lose them. Also I'm bringing a zombie with me, but there's a bodyguard, so okay. I'm just gonna do that real quick. So I already have a platform up here with some water. Will it follow? Boom. Okay. I believe this is where... Okay. And now... There we go. Okay. So now let's go down here. Did I get that right? Oh, I didn't. Dang it. We're supposed to be on that side. Okay. Let's try this on this side, I guess. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, how do I get this guy off my lead? The lead will probably break one if I get farther. Come on, break, break. There we go. Alright. So now when we go down here, there we go. I haven't filled this up with shears yet because, well, I don't really want to deal with that yet. But let's... Alright. So let's keep going back and forth and getting the sheep. And we are finally done. And wow, that took a sheep eternity, honestly. Mainly because a lot of these sheep did not want to be dangled and get out of that fence. But finally it's done. Finally we're all here. And well, as you can see, oh right there. Boom. It's been working pretty well. Grasses were growing just fine. I am now, if we come down here, look at all this. So earlier in the episode, I said we were running out of time. I was trying to get that posted last week, but it did ultimately run out of time. But this time I've had the whole week to work on this, 2 weeks, and all this wool is fantastic. The only thing I'm worried about now is that I might not even use some of this wool. Like, I don't see myself using these three. Well, maybe pink. I might use pink because of cherry wood builds. Oops. Gonna have to fix that. Um, but other than that, I don't see myself using purple and magenta a lot. All these, or brown. I don't see myself using brown, but the rest of the colors I can see myself using. But I'm just worried if I just like forget about this, or like not forget, but like stop using this and it just fills up here and fills up in the hopper minecart, where it's just completely useless at that point. So now we can say that we got the village teared down, we got the honey farm built, and we got our wool farm built. Um, as you can see right there, my next idea is storage, which that might be a multiple step plan. Um, I honestly might change storage because I said I have a town hall or like a design for the middle thing, so I'm just gonna do in air quotes town, yep, town hall. I believe that will be the next build that we do on this list. Um, I do know that I still need to decorate the inside of both these shops. I might do that in maybe, let's see, if this video comes out on Monday, I might do it either off camera and show it off at the beginning of the next video, or I'll probably live stream it and we can all work together to decorate the inside of both of these. I do have some idea, but getting other people's opinions will be great. But yeah, thank you all for watching this very weird and probably rushed episode about One World. Like I said, I was trying to get this episode out last Monday, but then like ran out of time. So now, now that I have more time, I felt like it was pretty kind of smooth and collected. Um, but let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this episode and any tips on how to improve for the next one. Um, but but other than that, honestly, we got the honey and wool farm done, and not only are they like useful farms for us, they also started what this like what I want for the village in town. That build and the villager breeder were so much on the outskirt of everything that I don't really count that as like the start of it all. Um, Maybe once things start being built, it will blend in better. But those two builds, those two shops, honestly feel like the start of something new and great. So I'm taking this as a win, even if the episode feels rushed, because now it's just it feels like it's all coming together, and that's all I can ask for. So until next time, guys, I'm That One Guy James, and I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.